everyone, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Paranormal Minds. I hope everyone had a great filled week, and I am your host, Shannon Ray, and we are back this week with Susan Bell, who is from the Beyond Expo and Film Festival, which is going to be held in Los Angeles. For some very odd reason, the intro played twice. Don't really know why, but it's good music, so no big deal. I want to tell you a little bit about the Beyond Expo and Film Festival in Las Vegas before we get started. The Beyond Expo in Los Angeles will be held on March of 2014. Both the Expo and the Film Festival are a fundraising event for the Bobby and Deanne Bell Foundation. The Bobby and Deanne Bell Foundation is a Nevada nonprofit corporation founded in July of 2011. It is the mission of the foundation to establish the first residential college in the United States for special needs individuals and create a residential training center for the Special Olympics. Please take the time to explore and look up and Google Derwent College, which is located in the UK. And the Derwent College was established in 1927. They provide many ways for special needs individuals with tools that will enrich their lives as well as give them a chance to become part of the working public. The Derwent is also working with fitness, dance, and martial art professionals to design programs for special needs children and adults. The Bell Foundation knows exactly how someone with special needs can bring joy and incredible happiness to a family, and they also know firsthand the injustice of giving those with special needs a chance in society. Skylar, who is a great-grandson of Bobby and Deanne Bell, has Down syndrome and is an inspiration and their blessing. They hope that you will join them and help make their dream possible, and Susan Bell is fixing to come on, and I'm sure she will tell you a lot more about this as well. So with that being said, and without further ado, I want to go ahead and bring on Susan Bell, if she can take me off mute and not hang up on me.
I did. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Shannon. That was so awesome. And I did meet you, though. But thank you for telling about the foundation. Sometimes people don't understand, exactly what we're trying to do. And it is so incredibly important to us that everyone, understands. I've been seeing a lot of things on Facebook lately, and it kind of breaks my heart. But yet it warms my heart to see that there are still super wonderful people in this world. And, sometimes Down syndrome, particularly if you have a Down syndrome child in your family in some way, sometimes people stare at you. Sometimes people don't understand, that they eat a little bit differently than we do. And, we've gone through that with Skylar, and we know the feeling. And we just kind of look back, we kind of stare back as if they're the one that's not normal, not us or Skylar. So what we want to do with the foundation is to actually build a college so that they will have somewhere to go to train and not be put into the grips of companies like Goodwill Industries that pay 22 cents an hour for them to work, which is just, injustice is not even a good enough word to describe what that is. To have someone come into your place of business and work a day's work and only at the end of the day go home with a couple of dollars. This is just, it's inhumane in my opinion. So that's pretty much what we want to do there. If you go on the Derwent College, you'll see so many different things. We're going to be working with animals and spirit therapy, which Skylar and
I'm sorry, 1 second, Susan. That was actually one of our guests calling me. Did you let her know that it was going to be 9:20?
No.
I'll send her a message real quick. Keep on talking about Derwent College. Sorry.
Okay. Well, at Derwent College, they actually have a lot of different things. I'm not quite sure. I don't think they do spirit therapy, but they have a gallery for the art students that they display all the art that the students do, and they sell them, and the student makes money. They also have a radio station, a television station. They have a full medical facility, a full athletic facility, and they have a cafeteria on premises that the public can come. So they teach culinary arts. We want to teach photography. Like I said, we want to do the spirit therapy, horticulture, those kind of jobs that really people with special needs love to do. They love to create beautiful things. They love to see beautiful things. They love to be around animals. So if we can get them trained into jobs that not only will they just totally love doing, but they will also be a viable candidate out in the workforce.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I did want to mention, because I really thought it was really important to mention this foundation, because I'm actually early childhood and education major, and to me it's so essential to have something for continuing education for people with disabilities. And I truly believe that, you know, just having this type of foundation, raising this kind of money, to have this kind of institution and establishment is just an amazing, amazing, monumental kind of thing.
Well, when we realized that this school in England was established in 1927, and about that time or earlier is when the United States passed a law, our government passed a law that we did not have to pay special needs, or what they call mentally disabled, that a workforce does not have to pay them minimum wage. We have a law that states that. I can't even begin to tell you how sad that makes me, that another country is actually training their citizens, whereas our country is saying these citizens don't matter, you don't even have to pay them minimum wage. There's kind of something wrong with this equation, and so I want to make sure that in my lifetime I see that change, and that they are considered productive citizens, that they're actually considered citizens, which apparently, as of now, they're not.
Yeah. Even though that, you know, I know that in education they've tried to make big strides, but once it stops in high school, it kind of stops right there. There's a gap after high school that, you know, there's nothing, you know, no transition, no aid in transition. There's a gap, and I'm well aware of that, and I think it's great.
Well, you do know, I don't know about the schools in Georgia, but I can tell you that the federal law, the guidelines are just so simple of what you have to teach someone with special needs. And I know that Skylar was being taught how to, as a group, collectively in the special needs class, they had to wash the PE uniforms. And they were taken to another Down syndrome facility, and they had to clean the facility.
Oh no, I've never heard of such here. That honestly, it might happen like in backwood Georgia, but I've never seen that in a school personally. So that's scary. I mean, I know that I've seen students taken to places like Walmart and stuff like that and taught how to do their own tax and to learn life skills, but I've never heard of such as that, ever.
I know, and the life skills part of it, that's great. And you're right, they do some of that. And they'll take them to, like, Jack in the Box. I know you don't have Jack in the Box in Georgia. But they take them to Jack in the Box and they get to order their food and they pay. I applaud that, because they do need. And as a family member, we need to teach our special needs family. We need to teach them how to do those things, even at home, because how can we expect them to be able to go in society and be independent sometimes if they don't even know how to make change or anything of that nature. Believe me, special needs individuals, not all of them. There are different levels, particularly with Down syndrome and autism and some of the other ones. There's different levels of how you are affected. There's mild all the way up to, severe.
Yeah.
So not everyone is capable of everything. Just like normal human beings, not all of us are good at math. Not all of us are good at writing. But we can be trained in some things. And so that's kind of the way with them, unless it is a really severe case that they're in a wheelchair and they have no cognizant abilities. Then of course, a college would not be for them. But for those, and there are more and more now Down syndrome being born that are just highly, highly functional, but they are still labeled the same way. And that's a disparity that should be stopped.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree with you on that 100%. Okay, I can stay on that soapbox about that forever, and I'm really bad about that. I get sidetracked because it's something I'm really passionate about, but as an educator. But I do want to change gears and start talking about the Expo and Film Festival. Yay!
Well, of course, this is what's going to help us accomplish what we want to accomplish. So
exactly.
We are so thrilled. We actually did a postponement, and it's in March now, March of 2014. We do have the date, and we do have a venue that we're 90% sure that we are going to meet with them tomorrow. So we are going to accomplish it within the next couple of days. We did it for a lot of different reasons. We have brought on some new celebrities onto our Beyond Expo, and those people had conflicts that were very, very important to us because of just the incredible popularity of them. So we wanted to make it easier for everybody. Los Angeles in March is just beautiful. So it's going to be a fabulous place, and where our proposed area is magnificent. Everybody will love it. It will be the time of their lives. And the people that we have coming is going to just blow everybody away. So it was a much better thing for us, and everybody is just been so for us. Whatever changes we make, they're like, we're there for you. All of the other celebrities, it's just been phenomenal. I'm just surrounded by an incredible group of people. And that makes everything worthwhile. When you're doing something that you're so passionate about, and then you have individuals working with you who are so passionate, it makes it incredible.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'd agree with that 100%. Now, as far as the film festival part of it, what genres of film will be covered during the expo?
Well, the expo is, we can actually, we are selecting films ourselves. This year it's not going to be a full-blown film festival. It's kind of going to be a mini one, I would say. And with that, we are going to feature different movies that we have selected to be a part of it. A lot of them are action. We really have not had a submission with a paranormal, so we welcome those. We welcome documentaries, anything. And throughout the expo, we're going to be featuring those. The way the event schedule looks now, just so everybody will know, on the first night, and I think I can go ahead and maybe kind of tell you guys the dates that we're looking at. The 13th of March is, and I'm fairly certain that's going to be the date. On that night will be our black tie celebrity opening ceremony dinner. There'll be a huge red carpet, and all the celebrities will walk this red carpet, and then there's a black tie dinner. And that's kind of like our biggest fundraising part of the expo will be the black tie dinner. After the dinner, we'll be featuring the movie The Lackey. And this is a movie that I saw last year, but is being released in September of this year. And it's just a phenomenal movie. It was done by friends of mine, and it's just incredible. The movie is wonderful, and it comes out in September. Sean Piccinino, my good friend Ronan Wells, Guy Grundy, Steve Pisa, D.T. Carney, lots and lots of really good stars in this movie. So we'll be featuring that afterwards. On the 14th and 15th, we will have encounters, and with this, Andrea Perron will be speaking and doing an encounter. Kelly Coffey, Mike Root, Peter Sereno, Michael Knight is going to be our DJ throughout the event. On Friday night, the 14th, we'll be doing a seance in the very late night. On Saturday, again, we'll have encounters and other shows. And on Saturday night, we will have a masquerade ball. And for those of you who don't know what the Ides of March is, go online and Google it, and you will see that Ides of March is a kind of a special day. This is the day that Brutus murdered Caesar. And so throughout the ages, it's mentioned in Dante's Inferno. It talks about Caesar and Brutus and all of those things. So on the Ides of March, we're having a fabulous masquerade ball. And we welcome any kind of period dress from that era, the Roman Empire, or anything that dealing with the paranormal, most things in the genre. And we're going to be giving away prizes for the masquerade ball. And then on Sunday, we will have a farewell brunch. So that kind of gives you the schedule of how the expo is going to run. And during the time, Thursday and Friday, or Friday and Saturday, we'll also be doing photo ops of the different celebrities, and we'll be doing autograph signings. We'll have programs and photos of the entire cast of Beyond Expo. So we're going to have lots and lots of things for people to do.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like nobody's going to be bored. They might even be tired.
We are so hoping they're going to be tired, and then you go back home and they have to sleep for a few days.
Yeah, that makes me tired just hearing all that. Of course, by the time Tuesday gets here, everybody thinks I'm crazy, but it's like Tuesday and Wednesday are kind of a blur to me. They kind of go, so because my brain doesn't fully wake up till Thursday. I don't know.
I think most people don't wake up until Thursday, and then it's Jay and Friday.
Yeah.
So I think you're right on target.
So maybe I'm either abnormal or I'm completely in the groove with all the other normal occurrences that go on with people. I do want to go ahead and mention real quick for everybody watching, Susan Bell, the Beyond Expo and Film Festival. The website is currently below me, and it is www.beyondexpolasvegas.com. It will be on your screen throughout the whole entire night, so don't hesitate to write it down and check it out. Susan, I do want to ask, what are the different packages that you guys are offering to buy for people interested in coming to this?
Well, of course, there's a general admission fee, and it's basically a donation. That way, these individuals can take it off their taxes. So we have donations. We'll have a VIP package that will encompass, different VIP packages that will encompass different things. And the encounters range from like $40 to $150 for the encounters. Things like seances and everything, those are going to be, just dynamite. And it takes a lot out of our paranormals. My group and Peter Sereno are going to be doing the seance. And so those, we're going to make it a little bit more difficult because we can only, a little bit more expensive because we can only, with the seance, we can only take about 12 people. So it's going to be first come, first serve on those. With the VIP package, like I said, we'll have different levels. Some will include the black tie dinner, and some, will be lesser in expense, and they won't include it. So it just, and we can, we can build kind of packages if someone wants certain things. All they have to do is contact us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I do want to go ahead because we're going to break into who the guests are going to be next. And we have some special guests we're going to be bringing in. So I want to take a quick break, check out the commercials, have your pen and paper ready because I'm always giving you guys like information and cool ideas. And if you haven't figured that out yet, you're like oblivious and lost. Yeah, we're going to take a break real quick, and when we come back, we're going to have two special guests that are going to be at the Beyond Expo and Film Festival, which is going to be in Los Angeles in March of 2014. We will be right back. Mike Loop, but we do have Kelly Coffee with us, and Susan Bell is still with us. Everybody here, say me. Woohoo! All right, we're good. So I want to start off with Susan, you first, telling us a little bit about who all exactly is going to be a guest at this expo, and then we will break into Kelly, and because I know Kelly's going to be, you know, an awesome person there at the expo, and then we'll talk about Kelly a little bit.
Okay, well, we have in the paranormal realm, and I know I don't have a list in front of me. I'm sorry, I know I'm going to forget people, but we have Dawn Short, Kelly Coffey, Mike Loop, Michael Knight, Peter Serrano, Andrea Perlon is going to be there. And, oh my gosh, I am just doing so blank. Kelly, help me out.
I'm trying to get on Mike's page and find a list. Because I'm worse at names than you are. When Mike comes on, Mike can just write them off like that.
Hang on. I think I can pull up a list. Is it on the Beyond page?
Yes, it'll be under attractions.
Celebrity guest. All right, so Verdon G. Wells, Del Zamora, Jeremy Dunn, Sean Pachinko. If I butchered that name, I'm sorry. Guy Grundy, Mike Loop, Kelly Coffey, Peter Serrano, Amy Goodwin, Trimble, Bill Bean, Steve Pisa, I hope I didn't butcher that either. Steve Shinek, oh my lord. And Craig Ivory.
Yeah, a lot of those are on our film festival side, and Sean Piccinino, by the way, and everybody knows it. I had to listen to him say it millions of times before, and I probably still don't say it correctly. Guy Grundy, just a little about them. They are not in the paranormal end of it, but Vernon Wells is kind of, Travis and I were talking about it today, an icon. He was in Road Warrior, if you guys remember the Mad Max, and so he's kind of sometimes he's considered a cult actor. He was that was with Mel Gibson, and then he was Commando. He was a really being bad guy, Bennett, who was the co-star in Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Weird Science. I mean, his list go on and on. I think he's done over 200 SAG, which is the Screen Actors Guild productions. Del Zamora is the same way. Del Zamora did True Blood. He's been in over 208 SAG productions. And Sean Piccinino, the star of The Lucky and the writer of the movie we will be showcasing. He co-wrote the movie with Steve Pisa, who is also a 6th-degree black belt. And he is known as Master Steve Pisa. Guy Grundy was 2 times Mr. Australia. He's helping us with our fitness, our movie fighting. He has a school on movie fighting. Jeremy Dunn he owns a company called iStunt. Jeremy has done stunts for Pirates of the Caribbean, for just about any movie you can name. Jeremy's been a part of. Also, he and Sean were the actors and did all of the animation and voices for Call of Duty Black Ops and a lot more videos. Michael Knight is a DJ and has a paranormal show in Las Vegas. Dawn Short is a shaman as well as a medium and psychic. Mike Loop, psychic medium. Peter Serrano, psychic medium. And we have a couple of authors. Craig Avery is actually a famous radio and DJ and actor in London, England. So we just have a huge variety of people right now. And of course, Andrea Perron is the oldest daughter in the Perron family. The movie The Conjuring was based on. And also, she wrote the 2 books of House of Darkness, House of Light, that the movie was kind of loosely based on. So we've got great, great people. We have more to come. Giants in their field. So just everybody check the website every day, because we're going to be adding new people, and it's going to be amazing when you hear who the new ones coming on are.
I do want to check. Mike Loop, are you in right now?
Hi, yes, I am.
Woohoo! I scored big. Yahoo! I get big brownie points, you guys. I gotta give myself some credit right now. I just need a random thought. I have like horrible technology luck on this show. I'm cursed or something. I'm telling you, the technology gods have cursed me on this show, but I have all 3 of you in, and I think all 3 of you might be able to hear each other. If not, we'll make it work. Okay, so I want to start with Kelly Coffee because ladies first, Mike, nothing personal. Hi, and I'm Shannon Ray, Mike. Very nice to meet you. Sorry we didn't have time for formal introductions.
No worries.
Okay, Kelly, so can you tell us a little bit about what you do and your experiences within the paranormal field and kind of how you kind of fit into the expo?
Oh, sure. I have been psychic probably my whole life. Ever since I can remember, I've been able to see things that other people can't see, and hear things other people can't hear. But I grew up Baptist, so I didn't do anything with it. I didn't go anywhere with it. And can you guys hear me okay? I'm getting a little feedback.
Yeah, you are absolutely perfect.
Okay, awesome. So I just kind of went on my merry life, not really talking about it to anybody. And then I started a YouTube channel about 4 years ago, not really knowing what I was going to do. I cut hair and cooked and I don't know what all stuff. I just had a channel, and I thought, I'm going to talk about psychic stuff a little bit. So I started talking about psychic stuff. And then in the process, it's been I just passed my 3-year anniversary of the day that I died. In this process, I died, went out of my body, and then anybody who's had a near-death experience knows that once you die, you know what's going on. You know who you are, what you are, why you came to have this experience, what all of this was about. So that happened in the middle of all this. When you die, you basically lose all your fear. So all my fear of people making fun of me or whatever went away. Fear of everything goes away. So I just went for it, and I started putting out psychic information, teaching myself how to do psychic things that I didn't know how to do, and I spend my time basically teaching anybody who wants to learn how to be psychic. So that's what I do. This is Samantha, my daughter. I taught her when I first learned how to see auras. I thought, I'm going to teach my daughter. So I said, Samantha, and I gave her the technique, and she says, oh, I see blue around you. So she was able to see it immediately, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can teach people how to do this so easily. Yeah. And that's what I spent my time doing. Part of the reason I'm with Beyond is for a period of time, I ran a school for special children, if you want to call it special needs, I'm not sure. But we have ADD, ADHD, dyslexic, and high-functioning autistic kids. So we had all kinds. And I just had a heart, basically, for people who, or kids, who were highly intelligent. In fact, their IQs were genius level, but they ended up in resource class at school. So as a result, we had this private school that they went to, and we were able to teach them how to basically function in the real world and go back into the school system on a higher level than they were with their own natural age. So I have a heart for kids who are special needs. I had a cousin, this is not Down syndrome, but I had a cousin who was mentally retarded. And he died in his early 20s from complications because of that. They tend to have heart problems. So my heart is in it for these kids. But one thing, and I think that's why I relate the psychic part to the special needs, is when my son, he's a junior in college now, so I put that so my daughter could hear. He's a junior in college now, but when he was in high school, I went to visit him and at the school while school was in session. So when I got there, this kid passed, and I just saw him with my peripheral vision. I didn't get to look at his face, but he just walked past me. And I'm an empath, so I feel other people's feelings. I feel things other people don't feel. And I felt like I just needed to drop to my knees and just bow down. The energy coming from this child, this high school kid, was on the level of someone I would call like cosmic royalty, I guess, is the best term to say. There was something about this kid that was just absolutely amazing. And so I asked my son, I said, oh my gosh, is he like a quarterback of a football team, or, who is that kid? And he said, Mom, he's in the skills class. He's mentally retarded, or, whatever designation he had. And I was like, oh my gosh. That's when I first realized that these kids were so special, that they were the most evolved and the most advanced spirits or entities that come to this planet to have this experience. And they choose this really, really difficult life in order to learn or get the most out of this experience that they can get. They choose these very difficult lives. So that's why I'm at Beyond. It's because I have a heart for these kids.
Yeah, and I think that's really powerful, just like I think it's powerful for Susan to be doing what she's doing. I think it's amazing. I do want to skip over to Mike. It's the gentleman's turn.
Cool.
I'm from the South, so ladies have to go first. I'm sorry, I swear it's nothing personal.
No worries.
So, Mike, do you want to take a couple minutes, or however long you need, just to kind of explain yourself and how you kind of fit in with the expo and the paranormal field and things of that nature?
Sure. Well, guys, been a psychic since age 5. Been doing this on and off through the last almost 10 years now. This November will be 10 years of doing paranormal investigations, which is really, really cool. Let's see. I'm also a producer on this new documentary that I'm working on with Peter Serrano called Spirit Journeys. Basically, we're going out to haunted locations and trying to help out spirits, try to cross over, or helping out with demonic cases or spirit attachments, trying to work on those kind of cases. There's a lot going on. I was in a magazine, arts, UFOs, and paranormal, or supernatural magazine. Sorry, guys. Was just featured in a movie that's coming out September 17th called Paranormal Asylum: The Revenge of Typhoid Mary, and I'm in the special features talking about spirit attachments. And Peter Serrano, he's also in there as well as this other Catholic priest and this author who's looked out, and it's pretty cool. I do it all. I'm also a spiritual teacher. I teach psychic development classes with Peter Serrano. I'm his personal assistant. So I've been with Peter Serrano for since 2004. Just been doing a lot of things, helping him out and working with him personally. Mm-hmm. I'm with Beyond to help, because I'm all for the kids with special needs and making this happen to build the school. And it's a great foundation and thing to do because schools out there like that feedback. So,
yeah, and I think that's great. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, and you can say I'm way wrong. Are you not a psychic medium too?
Oh yes, psychic medium, yes.
I thought I had read that on your bio, but I sometimes I'm wrong, but I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, psychic medium. I'm also a Reiki 2 practitioner, so I do a lot of Reiki healings and different types of work. So I pretty much do it all. It's um, just taking one thing at a time, and I forget what my bio says anyway, because I'm so busy doing so many things and getting things ready. That's why my mind is all, kind of right now.
Yeah, it's all.
I think.
I completely understand that. I promise you, I really, really do. So, Susan, I didn't lose you, did I?
I don't know. I'm here.
Okay. Susan, what made you decide you wanted to recruit Mike and you wanted to recruit Kelly?
Well, Mike was one of the first people to get involved with Beyond Expo. I actually put some things on Twitter, and he saw it. And so he contacted me, and he said, I would love to be a part of this. And so really, Mike has been there almost from day one. And when we decided to do Beyond Expo, he has been just a godsend, I have to tell you, because he works on the website for me. He does all these things, and he and Peter, they're teaching my entire family how to do auras and those kind of things. And support, they're just, both of them are just so incredible, and they support me in everything that I try to do. So I can't say enough about them. They're going to be a part of my life from now on. Same way with Kelly. Kelly actually contacted me, and there was this instant bond. She is for one thing, she's an educator, and so she knows the importance of education and the importance. She has worked with those with different needs, and she knows what is involved with taking care of them. So she just, got on board, and there again, she has worked tirelessly, and she's been there with me throughout. I must also mention Travis Short, who is our public relations person, and Charlie McCracken, who's also, the two of them own Aspire Communications. They have been there again, just contacted me, came on board, and is just doing a phenomenal job. And these people that I'm telling you about, as wonderful as they are, they're doing everything out of the kindness of their heart. They're not getting paid. Mm-hmm. So whatever they do is coming from them as a human being. And I kind of thought that maybe we didn't have those people anymore, but I found out we really, really do. And I think that's one of the exciting parts for me is everybody that you see now that is listed as our celebrity guest, all of those people, none of those people are getting paid. They have all volunteered to help with this event.
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely amazing, and it speaks in volume, in my personal opinion, about the paranormal field and about the unity and the cohesiveness we all can really have. I know a lot of people choose not to, but it's there and we can do it, certain people, so I think it's amazing. I gotta say, Kelly, you're like so cute. When she was talking about you, you were like looking like a little giddy schoolgirl about to bust because you were just so happy about the things she was saying about you.
I swear, I don't think I've ever grown up. My last birthday, I told my husband I've matured. He says, yeah, you act like you're 15.
I kind of get told that sometimes, but I don't acknowledge it. I just kind of ignore it. So, I'll stay 16, 17 forever. I'm completely okay with that. I won't get as many wrinkles either.
Well, I'm just so excited that we're going to do a project that is going to bring value to the community. So this is exciting for me that these are people who have a rough life, and they're going to be able to get skills so that they can go out and give to society instead of society taking care of them. and that gives them self-esteem and a sense that they really are someone doing something special. I'm sorry, my family thinks for some reason you guys can't hear them up there playing with the cat. I apologize.
It's all right. And yeah, it was like, I know this was before I brought you and Mike in, Kelly, but it was like I was telling Susan, I'm actually an educator as well. And I know after high school, there's a gap and it just stops. And, you get Social Security or disability and things of that nature, but it still stops. There's no transition into life for special needs individuals with special needs after high school. It just stops.
Yeah, and you know what? On one of our other shows, very early on, I was asking them. On Short was on, and Kelly, and I was asking them, and it was profound what their responses were when I asked them, how would you define special needs individuals? And I think it was Dawn came back and said, purity, they're pure. And that's kind of, I really think that most, particularly with Down syndrome and autism as well, I think those individuals have, even though they're special needs, I think they have a connection that we to the other world more so than any of the rest of us. I think the connection is there, and I think sometimes people fear the unknown. They fear what they can't see. And one of our reasons for doing what we're doing is to make people more aware that they don't have to be afraid, that when someone passes on, they're still walking right beside us because they're always with us. And I think if we can dispel some of that fear, and we can kind of be like those with autism and Down syndrome, where we're pure at heart, we fear things because we're socialized to fear them. We fear the paranormal because we're socialized in that way. So if we bring more awareness into the world, maybe, as Kelly says, the paranormal will be the new normal.
Yeah, absolutely. I do have a question that I want to direct towards Mike and Kelly, and we'll let Kelly answer first because ladies go first.
And it's Texas, so.
As a psychic medium, Kelly, what are your viewpoints, and how do you feel on that connective level as far as the purity and connection of those with disabilities?
Now, I'm not sure exactly if I am a psychic medium. You'll have to ask Mike that, because I'm not like a title person. I'm just kind of myself. So, but I do speak to dead people and, convey messages, if that's what a psychic medium is. As far as pure goes, maybe the way I would say it is they don't have those filters that we have. It's kind of like when I died and I came back with no fear. It's not even close to what they experience, but it's more along the lines of it that you don't care what other people think. And people with Down syndrome, they just, they're free. That's part of it. They're very free to do whatever they want. Now that's the Down syndrome. The autism, that's a little different thing, and you've got lots of different stories with the autism. But I learned from Ronald Davis, who wrote the book, The Gift of Dyslexia. He was autistic, and it has a really good explanation of what being autistic feels like in his book. Being autistic is basically you're kind of in a room that you can't, you are aware of everything going on around you, but you can't respond. That's what it's like to them. So basically this third dimension is cut off, and they're able to access other dimensions. There are a lot of autistic kids who have very, very special gifts, and the reason that they're able to have these special gifts, in my opinion, is because they're able to access these other realms, and it in turn changes their DNA, and it allows them to access more information than someone stuck in the third dimension is able to access. So that might be what she means by purity, in that they don't give a crap. They wear what they want to wear, they say what they want to say, and they're happy. they're just really happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Mike, what's your opinion from your standpoint?
I think Kelly had a good explanation on that. But I think they're very pure and they're innocent. Therefore, they're able to see more things. And, the sad part is a lot of people actually think that special needs kids, they're different from us, and some people don't want to accept them. But in reality, we all should accept them because they're really not any different from us, But they're special. They have this connection between the afterlife, and that's how I feel about that. So they're different from us.
Now, do you believe, Mike, that they do actually have some kind of sensory or knowledgeable connection with the afterlife?
Yes, I do. They definitely do have connections, and some of them are afraid of what they're seeing. But if they get somebody who can actually help them and guide them to understand what they're seeing, and like another psychic or medium that can actually see with them to explain, okay, this is what you're seeing, this is how you deal with it, and take their perception about it where they don't become afraid and they can accept what they're seeing. And if they choose to want to help in that type of field, they can help these spirits or communicate with them and not be afraid. And that's how I look at it. Because, kids are like pretty much like what Kelly says, normal. And the new generation of kids are becoming more and more psychic. They're indigo children. It's all the new generation that's coming up is pretty much has this ability. And for some unknown reason, they're here to help us transition into this more spiritual part of life than the previous previous generations.
Yeah, absolutely. Susan, actually, I want to direct this toward. I'm sorry, Susan. I promise I'm not trying to cut you out. Mike.
No.
Mike and Kelly, I do want to ask you guys, are you going to be doing anything special at the expo, or is it just going to kind of be a meet and greet? Are you offering anything special to those that do come?
Oh, Maya, you're so sweet. Susan really can answer this one a whole lot better than I can, but we are going to be doing what's called encounters. So these are similar to lectures, yet they're two-way. We're going to be learning a lot from each other. I'm going to be teaching some there, teaching how to see auras and other things like that. My daughter Samantha, that you saw a while ago, she's going to be in a special kids class for psychic kids. So they can have almost like a roundtable discussion of what's it like to be psychic. So there's going to be so many activities that we're going to be involved with. We will have meet and greets also.
Yeah, I think the kids thing, Susan, personally, I think that's absolutely awesome because a lot of people don't offer stuff like that for kids that are even interested in the paranormal or have abilities as children because it's such a taboo topic. It's like you're putting something paranormal that's supposed to be scary with kids, and it's not like that at all.
No, and we are also, I forgot to mention, and I'm pretty sure that Sophia, I'll just say her first name because I don't have a total confirmation, but we have hopefully Sophia, Samantha, and we have Cassidy Ray and Kayla. Those four are teenagers, and they're all psychic mediums. And so with that, we're going to do a group session with them. And they're just going to kind of sit in a circle, sit on the floor, whatever they want to do, and they're just going to come with other kids, so that those kids can talk to them about what it's like to be, a paranormal. That is going to be open to. Even if you don't feel you're psychic, if you want to come and find out from a kid's perspective, we're going to have it for you.
Yeah, and I really think that that's a great thing to do. I do want to thank all of you guys so much for being on, and the website has been up on your screen all night long, But just in case, it's www.beyondexpolasvegas.com. It is below me currently. I'm sooner or later going to get these hand motions right. It's like, there we go. It's below me. Susan, I did want to give a shout out to you from Lee Allen. He says hello. He's been faithfully in the chat box all night for us. So he actually braved the chat box. Not many, a lot of people brave the chat box. They watch but don't brave the chat box.
Lee is going to be at the expo as well. He's going to be interviewing for us and doing some recordings and doing some live broadcasts. So, hi Lee, you know that I adore you, and thank you for sending that to me. Shannon, thank you so much for having us on and going through all this technological craziness. And we just hope, that everybody comes out and sees us. If not, if you want to make a donation, you can do so by going to our website and following the links. But we just appreciate so much you having us on.
I really do appreciate you guys coming on. And, anytime you want to promo, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. It's like my job. I'm happy to do it.
Well, people like you who are helping us get the word out, and it means the world to us. And there's probably no way we can ever thank everybody, but just know that our hearts are with you and how much it means to us that you, like Walmart, you care about our family members and the world as far as the special needs citizens that are not just of the United States, but everywhere. So thank you so much. Thank you for caring. Thank you for promoting us. There's no thanks that we can give that would be enough.
And thank you, Kelly and Mike, for coming on and bearing with me through my technical cohesive figuring out.
Thank you so much. It's just like a normal show with us.
Yeah, I figured it out. That's all that matters in the end.
I'll definitely come out to Beyond Expo. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just really quickly, I want to mention me and Peter are going to be doing a seance, a special night seance at the event, and speaking on spirit communication, doing live readings in front of the audience, select people, and a psychic development class. And then I will, depending on the place that we're having it, I'm going to do a lecture on that special place. So come out and have fun.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's going to be a blast, and it's going to be for everyone, and it's going to be a lot of like-minded people, open-minded people in a cohesive group. So I'm super, and you're going to be raising money for a great cause. So I'm super excited for all of you, and thank you all for coming on so very much. And once again, the website is on your screen, and it is below me. It is www.beyondexpolasvegas.com. You can do your purchasing there. You can also research more information there and figure out how to give some people some contacts if you need to get some more information. So everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in. Next week, I will have J.W. McDonald on of North Georgia Paranormal Group. He will be talking about their event that is going to be in Eatonton, Georgia, and it's going to be in September. So you guys be sure to join us next week right here on the Para Encounters Network. Paranormal Minds, same time, same place. Everybody have a great, blessed week, and I'll see you back here next week. With fitness, dance, and martial art professionals to design programs for special needs children and adults. The Bell Foundation knows exactly how someone with special needs can bring joy and incredible happiness to a family, and they also know firsthand the injustice of giving those with special needs a chance in society. Skylar, who is a great-grandson of Bobby and Deanne Bell, has Down syndrome and is an inspiration and their blessing. They hope that you will join them and help make their dream possible, and Susan Bell is fixing to come on, and I'm sure she will tell you a lot more about this as well. So with that being said, and without further ado, I want to go ahead and bring on Susan Bell, if she can take me off mute and not hang up on me.
I did. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Shannon. That was so awesome. And I did need to go. So, but thank you for telling me about the foundation. Sometimes people don't understand, exactly what we're trying to do, and it is so incredibly important to us that everyone, understands I've been seeing a lot of things on Facebook lately, and it kind of breaks my heart, but yet it warms my heart to see that there are still super wonderful people in this world. And,
Hi everyone, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Paranormal Minds. I hope everyone had a great filled week, and I am your host Shannon Ray, and we are back this week with Susan Bell, who is from the Beyond Expo and Film Festival, which is going to be held in Los Angeles. For some very odd reason, the intro played twice. Don't really know why, but it's good music, so no big deal. I want to tell you a little bit about the Beyond Expo and Film Festival in Las Vegas before we get started. The Beyond Expo in Los Angeles will be held on March of 2014. Both the Expo and the Film Festival are a fundraising event for the Bobby and Deanne Bell Foundation. The Bobby and Deanne Bell Foundation is a Nevada nonprofit corporation founded in July of 2011. It is the mission of the foundation to establish the first residential college in the United States for special needs individuals and create a residential training center for the Special Olympics. Please take the time to explore and look up and Google Derwent College, which is located in the UK. And the Derwent College was established in 1927. They provide many ways for special needs individuals with tools that will enrich their lives as well as give them a chance to become part of the working public. The Derwent is also working.
We can get them trained into jobs that not only will they just totally love doing, but they will also be a viable candidate out in the workforce.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I did want to mention, because I really thought it was really important to mention this foundation, because I'm actually early childhood and education major, and to me it's so essential to have something for continuing education for people with disabilities. And I truly believe that, just having this type of foundation, raising this kind of money, to have this kind of institution and establishment is just an amazing, amazing, monumental kind of thing.
Well, when you realize that this school in England was established in 1927, and about that time or earlier is when the United States passed a law, our government passed a law that we did not have to pay special needs, or what they call mentally disabled, that a workforce does not have to pay them minimum wage. We have sometimes Down syndrome, particularly if you have a Down syndrome child in your family in some way. Sometimes people stare at you. Sometimes people don't understand, that they eat a little bit differently than we do. And, we've gone through that with Skylar, and we know the feeling. And we just kind of look back, we kind of stare back as if they're the one that's not normal, not us or Skylar. So what we want to do with the foundation is to actually build a college so that they will have somewhere to go to train and not be put into the grips of companies like Goodwill Industries that pay 22 cents an hour for them to work, which is just, injustice is not even a good enough word to describe what that is. To have someone come into your place of business and work a day's work and only at the end of the day, go home with a couple of dollars is just, it's inhumane in my opinion. So that's pretty much what we want to do there. If you go on the Derwent College, you'll see so many different things. We're going to be working with animals and spirit therapy, which Skylar and
I'm sorry, 1 second, Susan. That was actually one of our guests calling me. Did you let her know that it was going to be 9:20?
No.
I'll send her a message real quick. Keep on talking about Derwent College. Sorry.
Okay. Well, at German College, they actually have a lot of different things. I'm not quite sure. I don't think they do student therapy, but they have a gallery for the art students that they display all the art that the students do, and they sell them, and the student makes money. They also have a radio station, a television station. They have a full medical facility, a full athletic facility, and they have a cafeteria on premises that the public can come. So they teach culinary arts. We want to teach photography. Like I said, we want to do the spirit therapy, horticulture, those kind of jobs that really people with special needs love to do. They love to create beautiful things. They love to see beautiful things. They love to be around animals. So